Reggie, close the door. Hello. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. I missed you too. I missed the bunny too. Can you close the door now? Oh, I'm nervous. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So this weekend we went and looked at 5 venues. I tried to look for venues that were a little bit closer to where we live, which is in Ogden here. There's a couple of them that's nearby and 2 of them that was a little bit further down south. If you guys are wondering what I'm looking for in a venue, make sure to check the last vlog. I went in there in depth in what I kind of wanted. The first venue we went to, it was called Talia. Really close. It was only like maybe a 20-minute drive from here. So the pros in this one was that it was gorgeous. It had this beautiful kind of like greenhouse look effect on the left side, and then on the right side they have this bar that kind of like fits through the whole back of it, and it kind of goes up to where the stairs are, and there's like a balcony that's up there as well. Kind of in the middle of it there's like a big stage, and so you kind of like have to step on just like the main floor. They have this beautiful chandelier that hangs from the wall, and it's just gorgeous. He said that we could light it up, or if not we could just keep it the way it is. They also have an outdoor area on the outside right next to it. It's beautiful. It's like a little garden. There's a little waterfall. They have their own little archway that you could have a ceremony there as well. I also have another room you could rent as well if you wanted both rooms, if your party was that big. But that room, it was gorgeous. Like, I really loved it. I wish that bar on that side was on the side that we liked. It had more of like a cafeteria feel to it. He did say they did more of like the dinner sit down on this side. They'd set up tables. They have like another bar there that they could give out drinks and stuff. Bride and groom room was gorgeous. Very nice. There was a big open space. So the pros, of course, let me go over again. It was just beautiful. Everything's provided. Gonna serve alcohol at your party. You don't have to rent like a bar car or something like that. It's already there. The only cons that I really had for this place was they had like a lot of extra fees.
They have a ceremony fee, a rental fee, all the arches and stuff like that. And they also have a fee to bring outside food, and then another fee for the alcohol.
The bartender, the hourly rate was $60 an hour, and that was kind of a little bit pricier than I was kind of expecting. The other con as well is they have like the brown. In my last video I said I didn't really want brown to be incorporated into the wedding, but they had like a whole, the right side it's just like brick, the staircase and everything is brown. That was a con, but everything else was pretty alright. My boyfriend slash fiance, not really fiance yet, I just kept telling people that. I felt so weird to say. First of all, he really liked it just because everything's already set how it's supposed to be like. The second place we went to was called Oak Hill. This one, Nancy, my best friend podcast, Sincerely Bestie, go follow Mola. She told me this one was far, okay, like it was closer to the highway, and yeah, it's like all the way up there. The pros was that it was massive. Like, you would be able to rent the whole property for one price. It's not like where, oh, you rent this side, it's one price, this side it's a different price, together they're a different price kind of thing. It was like the whole entire property was yours for the day. It had a lot of in-house services, which I also liked. When we sat down with him, we were kind of going through the pamphlet. They had floral services, they had cake services, had catering services and all of that. So that was just nice because we wouldn't have to look outside. They were a decent price as well, so I really like that. Bridal room and the groom room were nice. They were pretty big. The only thing was kind of like, you could get lost in there if you were to go use the bathroom or something like that. Like, to go to the groom's room you have to go downstairs, and if you want to go to the bridal room you'd have to go upstairs. And then, so I guess this con, we'll just go into the cons, where like it was just like a lot of like sections everywhere. As soon as you come in, that's kind of like your sit down dinner where you would have your catering and stuff. That was the first building, and then you go outside and that's where you would have the big ceremony, and then past the ceremony you still have to walk to the barn, which is another area. It's just a lot of distance and walking and all of that. I feel like if you have a bigger wedding group where it's like 300-400 people come to the wedding, it's a great space to have everybody kind of mingling and everywhere. But when our little party's a little bit smaller, it's just kind of a lot of people going in and out, and I feel like be too scattered, and then the rooms would just look empty wherever we were. Before I go into more of the cons, I just want to talk about the ceremony area that they had. Beautiful, literally. I think that's probably the prettiest ceremony place I've seen so far, just because it was outside. You could see the mountains. It had kind of like these little canopy tents or whatever that were covered, because you know, usually when you have like outdoor ceremonies in the summer, it's like freaking hot. I thought that was just nice because then your guests wouldn't be like literally sitting in the sun the whole time. They also had this beautiful arch dome kind of thing. It's massive, it's huge, and the feeling to it was just beautiful. That was probably my favorite part of this venue. Another con was it was a little too rustic for my liking. The inside was pretty. The first building that you walk into, the sit down dinner or whatever, is really pretty, but when you go into the barn, that's kind of where like it kind of got a little, oh, this is a little too rustic for me. The whole inside was brown, a lot of wooden accents and stuff like that, and it's just not my vibe. And also the barn was really small for like a reception. I was kind of like wondering, okay, like where do I put my head table? Where do we dance? Like, do we put all the tables out? And it was just a little too awkward for me. For this venue was a definite no. There were too many cons than pros. So, and Ching didn't like it either. So. On to our third venue. This one was a little bit later in the day. This place is called Sweet Mongolia. It's really cute. It was kind of a little bit farther for us. It was in Kaysville, so it was like we went during traffic hour too, so it took us like 30-35 minutes to get there, and we were late to our appointment like 10 minutes. I'll just keep this one short because we did not pick this one as well. The pros were it was cute and it's more fit for intimate weddings. I feel like you can't really have a grand party in there. I feel like it's a good space to have for a couple hours, but not to host a big party. If you have more of a flowing party where people are just coming in and out, I think it'd be nice. But if you have more like a sit-down reception, then it'd be too crowded and too small. But another pro was it's just inexpensive. It was cheap. I think it was like $1,900 or something like that. But it was just not our vibe. They had a lot of like wooden tables. Okay, so we did 3 venues on one day and then we did 2 on the next day. These 2 were a little bit further. I wanted to see all the ones around here first and just kind of get a feel for it. I didn't want to be traveling back and forth. 5 venues to look at in one day is kind of a lot. It's a little bit overwhelming. So we went the next day to 2 further ones. This one is my favorite. This one is literally stunning. You walk in and you get all the good vibes. You know, you walk in, it's elegant, it's clean, it's modern, and it's just plain stunning. Like in every corner you could have your ceremony. But yeah, like I wrote, it was stunning, romantic, it's timeless. On their walls, it's kind of like my house where it has all those trimmings or molding. I don't really know how you would describe it. Bridal and groomsmen room was downstairs and they were gorgeous as well. They're right next to each other. And they also have like a little family room before you go into the bridal and groomsmen room. And the last thing about it too was it was inexpensive. It's probably the cheapest venue we've looked at that we've liked, sitting at like I think $35 right now. And they only had one extra fee, which is the alcohol fee. They didn't charge for outside food. The cons now that break my heart. It is far. It's like an hour and 20 minutes on a good day to get there. For traffic, I feel like it'd take like an hour and a half. But the thing is, it's on a Saturday, so it won't be too bad. But still, because they're gonna have to drive. My boyfriend's family, they live, most of them, all of them live in around the Ogden area. It will be a drive for all of them, which I feel kind of bad for, whereas my family live in Fillmore. So Spanish Fork is literally like an hour, minutes tops. The other thing about it too is the parking is kind of crappy. It's on Main Road. It's just like one of the buildings on the side. So when we first got there, I was like, ooh, I don't know about this, because we just parked on the side of the road in front of the building, kind of on the main road where there's a lot of cars going back and forth. So I was a little worried. So when we went to the back of the building, I asked to look at the back to see the parking. And when we looked, it's a decent size. I think she said that it could fit up to like 70 cars. And that's a lot of cars in my opinion. But still, it's kind of like a little ghetto where like people will probably see and be like, well, where are we supposed to park kind of thing. So I think just on the invitation or something, I'm gonna have to write that they're gonna have to pull around the block and just go behind and park back there if we choose to take this venue. But those are the only two big cons. Other than that, like, I just am in love with it. So that's my favorite so far. This is our last venue that we went to go look at. It's called The View. This one, I'm gonna keep this one fast as well, just because we did not pick this one. It was cute. I feel like it's more fit for intimate parties. It was like a small area. I thought that it was just like one area and then a wall, and then the other side would be a different area, you know, like it'd just be a wall in between the two. But no, that was kind of it, and it just seemed like it wouldn't fit my party or what I kind of desired. I felt like if we had picked this one, it would be really cramped and very limited of what we could do in the area. Cons are the parking's too busy. There's just like a lot of buildings around that little area. It was just a little too expensive for the small space. It's a lot like the rooftop. If you didn't see my last video, go check my last video. It was kind of like the rooftop, the venue that we first decided to get, where it has like big windows and it's facing the freeway, and it was just a small space for as much as the other places that we were looking at that were massive. You know, it was like the whole building or just like a part of the building kind of thing, but it was just like a small area, and we just didn't feel justifiable to get such a small area for that kind of price. Yeah, those were all the venues that we went and checked out. Right now I'm really leaning toward the one in Spanish Fork. I even texted my friends asking them what they think, because I just don't know, like, I just feel so bad for people to drive, and I don't want people drinking and driving going back home too. But they keep telling me, and I know I just have to get it through my head, is, you know, if they want to be there, they're gonna be there. They love you, they're gonna stay, they're gonna enjoy their time there, regardless of where it is. I know they'll still complain in some type of way, but I feel like they'll still show up for a little bit at least. And if at the end of the night, it's just me, my family, and my man, that's all that matters. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. Comment below and let me know which venue is your favorite. Go watch the last video and comment below and tell me which one is your favorite. And I can't wait to tell you guys which one I pick. hopefully we don't go on another venue hunting phase, but we'll see. If it comes to it, oh well. But I love you guys. Thank you guys so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you guys next time. Oh wait, Randy, come here. Come here. So guess whose birthday just passed? Guess whose birthday? What is on your face? Oh, disgusting. This is Randy's second birthday. Everybody say happy birthday, Randy. Happy birthday, Randy. Say thank you. Say thank you. Thank you. Thank you, people. Thank you, random people. I'll see you guys next time.